Hello and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay, and you're watching the Queer Magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast to coast.
We're going to kick it off in Montreal with a look at what's coming up for Pride.
So you can expect rainbow poutine and extra meat and those, was it corned beef? Not sure. But it's Pridey and it's French-Canadian.
Montreal Pride has become one of the biggest LGBTQS+ gathering in the Francophone world. From community events to evening concerts featuring both local and international artists, the Montreal Pride organizers invested time and energy to create a vibrant and memorable festival for all of us, while making sure to shine a light on past and current injustices. Here are some of the highlights of this 10-day festival.
We are the biggest Pride in Canada, and we are trying to involve as much people as possible. We're trying to bring all the different communities together, and we have a lot of different activities. So we do have outdoor shows, indoor shows, but we have a huge community day, a parade, and free panels, conferences. So we're trying to be as entertaining as educated.
I wanna dance with somebody.
Message that we acknowledge that we are in unceded territory, and also the first artists that were performing on the opening night were Indigenous people.
A lot of illustration, like by hand and digitally. I've been doing this since like 2012, and I'm a professional illustrator trading my arts actually. I'm using the people as models, like real persons actually around me, and some people I don't know about, but I really like to represent people like being faceless, for the fact that we don't recognize anybody, and just the fact that we recognize a body movement.
I'm Mx Fierte Montreal, so I'm the 2018 Queen of Fierte. So Sunday is tea dance, and the biggest tea dance, the end of Fierte Montreal, so you have to be there. It's in the Parc des Faubourgs, so it's worth it.
For Outlook TV, this is Ollie in Montreal.
Let's head over to Montreal and Ollie.
I hear there's a brand new opening out there.
Yes, Mado has opened a diner.
Let's see what drag does to Eggs Benedict. I'm curious.
What happens when you get Quebec's most legendary drag queen and some delicious food? Well, you get La Dinette à Mado. Tonight I'm having dinner with Mado herself in her brand new diner located right next to our iconic Cabaret Mado, where she's going to spill the tea about her brand new adventure.
Dinette à Mado, La Dinette à Mado is about good food, easy, fast, or you can stay forever if you want. But we've got like, I would say it's like a French bistro with a little twist of Quebec cuisine and improvisation from our chef. This little local next to the cabaret was available, and we thought like, why don't we open our restaurant? And I said, nah, not now. He said, yes, now. And Marlene, our manager, said, I want to be in. So I said, okay, let's do it. It happened in 35 seconds. We decided to open a dinette, and the name came the day after, I think. And it's all happened so fast, and I was like, are we sure? Are we sure? I didn't have time to say, are we sure? It happened, and it's here now. 7 months ago, we opened, and it's going well. I'm very, very happy. We wanted something very fashionable in the same way that would represent what we did next door. We didn't want it to look too much like a fast food restaurant, but also in the same way we'd like to reproduce the diner of the 50s, but with a more modern twist, like Italian way of, I don't know how to say, but chic, chic.
Can you tell us about your show at Cabaret Mado?
It's a great place, it's happening, it's fun, it's cool, it's a variety show, drags, sometimes singers, we've got dancers, it's a real drag cabaret that I've been told that doesn't exist much anywhere else. I think Berlin has some of the same style, but there next door it's a cabaret that stays a cabaret all the time and never turns into anything else, maybe a bordello after 3 o'clock, but that's it. And it's for everybody, of course. We've got many straight people, a lot of bachelorette girls, better behaved girls. It's a neighborhood restaurant. They live around, but we attract a lot of people who come to see the show next door now. So people from outside Montreal, and I've got more people saying like, we love your place, it's so cool, it's different from the big chain restaurant that we used to go before a show, and it's what it is to be in the village, because the village is a village. The name says it all. I like the feeling, and it's not a ghetto for me. It's really like a village, like when we were young. Some people come from outside Montreal, they miss their little village. There's a sense of community that we don't find everywhere in the city.
From Montreal's Gay Village, this is Ollie for OutlookTV.
It's time for us to take a little break now.
We need to practice our camera turns. Go.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV in Montreal with Mx Fierte.
Ooh, we're really mixing up all the languages now, aren't we? It seems that Ollie had the story.
The biggest drag queen contest in Canada, Mx Fierte, is happening every single Wednesday at Cabaret Mado in Montreal. Today I'm sitting down with a hostess with a mostess, Rita Baga, and she's going to tell us all about what this contest involves.
It's the 5th week of our very big and large and funky drag contest. It's the biggest we have in Canada, and we're really excited. There's over $10,000 of prizes to win. The person who will be the champion will have $2,000 cash. She, he, they will be traveling to Greece to perform, and that person will have their own float in Montreal Pride Parade, which is on August 18. And yes, there's plenty of prizes to win. It's very exciting. It's our biggest year so far. It's the 3rd edition, and it's our biggest year.
Who can apply to be in Mx Fierte contest?
Anyone. It could be a beginner to a legendary queen as well. Anyone who is willing to participate, and we have encouraged all the different types of drag to apply to be in the contest, and we never said no, so everyone was welcome to participate, and it shows because this year we have so much diversity.
Who judges the contest?
One permanent judge, her name is Nana. She's a legendary queen from Montreal, and that's a cute word to say she's old and bitter. And we also have 2 different judges every week. We have hairdressers, we have designers, costume makers, we have dancers. It's mostly people surrounding the drag community.
Titled Mx Fierte for Montreal Pride. What does it represent?
That person will be busy because we're going to make sure that person will travel a lot to represent our Pride in Toronto, in New York, in other American cities. It's a good way to showcase Montreal because we have a large drag community here, and we are also looking for a person that is very comfortable to speak with all the issues, all the language belonging / associated with our community.
Make sure to catch the winner of Mx Fierte on a Pride float this summer at Montreal Pride. For Outlook TV, this is Ollie in Montreal.
In Montreal with the Lust and Shine 2.0 fundraiser.
I'm already getting shiny with lust because it was hosted by Mr. International Rubber.
Ooh la la.
Let's check it out.
Hi guys, I'm in Montreal at Cabaret Mado where Guillaume Dupuis, Mr. International Rubber 22, is hosting Lust and Shine. Lust and Shine 2.0 is a collaboration with the Sex du Boudoir, and its purpose is to raise money for l'Astérix. Come check it out.
Tonight we are at Cabaret Mado where I'm hosting a show called Lust and Shine 2.0. It's a fundraiser that I'm producing for l'Astérix Montreal, which is a project from the Coalition of LGBT Youth of Montreal. They help young people from 15 to 24 years old to have a safe space.
We have to buy different furniture like lockers. More and more youth wants to try or wear different type of like just clothes, and they don't feel safe to keep it at home or to be outed by those clothes to their parents or family. They want to keep it safe and another space, and l'Astérix could provide this kind of service.
My title, Mr. International Rubber, it's a title that I've been given when I was in Chicago in November. It's a big international competition. We were 11 contestants from 8 different countries. In the rubber scene, I got my interest when I was a kid, and when I watched Batman: The Return with Michelle Pfeiffer, the Catwoman. And I was amazed by her outfit, and it got me really intrigued. And my parent told me that it was the outfit was made of a type of fabric that makes your skin ticklish. And then I got to work in a fetish store here in Montreal. I got into the fetish scene, being curious about stuff, trying some stuff.
We're part of the puppy community, but we're part of a general fetish community as well. So when he asked us to be included in the night that was celebrating diversity and different kind of kinks, interests, and we're thrilled to do it.
What we can hear often is that we are a bunch of freaks and that love pain and that are a bit pervs. We love kiki sex, we love a lot of things, some things that goes out of the norm. But we do that for a reason, and we do that through experience, and we do that because we embrace our body on many levels.
I'm with the amazing Kevin Chi, and for Outlook TV, this is Ollie in Montreal.
To Montreal and check out some of the performances at the Pride Festival there.
When you're that artsy and you're that full of pride, it takes a whole week to show it off in performances. Let's see.
The Montreal Pride Festival offers a lot when it comes to free live entertainment. When choosing a local artist or an international act like RuPaul's Drag Race Queens, the organizers of Montreal Pride always make sure to showcase diversity.
Less heart, less coward, with no power. That's just another trick of his. He ain't no whistle, don't feed his fire.
Doing our best to put the spotlight on people of color, and especially not only to put the spotlight, but to give a voice. But we don't want to talk for people of color, but I want to make sure that all the people of color that are involved with Montreal Pride have the occasion to speak and to be here, to be heard.
We're putting women at the forefront this year, and Pride is fully behind everything that is about equality is at Pride. And despite the fact that we're here to celebrate who we are and our authentic selves, we're still emphasizing on the causes that drive us. And that, it makes me emotional. It's really important, and I'm really happy that this year we're doing this and we keep on doing it.
As a Lebanese Canadian singer, as you know, it's very difficult, and it's very hard to be a gay in the Middle East. So I won't choose my songs, as a singer, my talent, to prove to everybody, to the world, that we need to be proud. And as a Lebanese
I'm very proud to be here.
I started doing drag 10 years ago, and I've seen a lot of Spice Girls show, and my dream was to be part of one. The best way of being part in something is when you make it your own. So I start doing all the costume, all the copy, and I build the whole show.
Starting to get more known for our outdoor shows, especially the one on Thursday, Drag Superstar, which showcase about 40 drags from RuPaul's Drag Race, so people are really excited by this show.
For OutlookTV, this is Ollie in Montreal's Gay Village.
It's time for us to take a little break.
I need to set these lights to old age intensity level so you don't see all this.
Shut up, you youngster. Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV. Let's head to Montreal and check out the illustrious Illusions show.
And in addition to the smoke and mirrors, we also got a bit of historical perspective on the drag history in Montreal.
The city of Montreal is kicking off its Pride festivities with a spectacular show, Illusion. Organized and directed by Michel Dorion, Illusion has become a staple in the Montreal community, and it features some of the city's premier performers. Michel Dorion has kindly agreed to sit with us to talk about the show and about his 30 years in the drag industry.
Ma carrière a commencé par hasard en 1900.
My career began by coincidence in 1988 when I was 18 years old. I went out to a bar with friends and I saw for the first time a drag queen show. They were calling an amateur contest. I enrolled and I won. Then I decided to take this route and try to do this job as a career. And now it's been 30 years this year. I would say that it's a follow-up to the show Mascara that Mado Lamotte did back in the days for Diversity Festival. Like the show was not existent anymore, that was paying tribute to local drag queens in Quebec. We took over the concept and we made some modifications. It became the spectacle Illusion that showcases lots of artists, drag queens, drag kings, hyper queens. This year we're about 156 on the show.
The favorite thing about drag is doing all the looks, preparing the looks, making them amazing, unique. So for everyone to remember me, to be like, yeah, she did the face, the hair, the clothes, and she's wearing the highest shoes in the world.
I don't really have a character that really looks like me, so I adapted to my kind of person that I am. So a little bit naughty, a little bit glamorous, a little bit trashy, a little bit with an edge.
In Illusion, we believed it was important to showcase drag kings and hyper queens.
Just a clown.
On est à Montréal, c'est une ville.
We are in Montreal. It's a francophone city, and drags don't have the tendency to do numbers in French. It's mainly Anglophone, and the public is francophone, so I thought it would be pleasant for them to have a little moment in French in the show. For Outlook TV, this is Ollie at Parc des Faubourgs in Montreal.
We're heading to Montreal to check out the glitz and glamour of the Pride Parade.
In addition to some French-Canadian media moguls, should I say social media moguls.
This year, the Montreal Pride Parade celebrated 34 years of history. As with the last 5 years, the parade has been inspired by the colors of the rainbow. Here are the highlights of the city's most popular parade.
here at the Gay Parade, and I think every reason to be here is a good reason. My reason to be here is to date someone from the rugby team from the village. That's why I'm here. So last year I ran on both sides of the parade because there were followers of my YouTube channel who wanted to take selfies, and I was slowing down the parade and people from the country club were like, meh, meh, move out of the way. I'm like, sorry, I'm taking a selfie. So yeah, so today's my workout. I'm gonna run all across the street and try not to be ran over by a truck.
We're representing very well. Actually, the first show of the Pride was Montreal Queen. So we were I think 70 drag queen on stage. It was a big honor to open the festival with the Montreal Drag Show. It was amazing.
Illusion was the opening event of Pride, and they challenged me to do a drag queen number. So I dressed up in high heels, I had a wig, and I sang like there was no tomorrow. I will never become a drag queen. It was one time only.
We are out of time for this episode of Outlook TV, but we will be back very, very soon.
And you know what's always around? The internet. So you can go follow us on all the social medias. You can shoot us an email if you'd like to volunteer with us, because we need people from all over Canada to join this wonderful crew.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay.
Stay fabulous, Canada.